Hi there. It's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com, the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is flop, as in almost epic fail. So today is Thanksgiving, and you might imagine with choosing the word flop, something didn't quite go according to plan. So I had been having the plan that I was going to do an epic Thanksgiving. I was going to do something, it was going to be simple, but it was going to be elegant and beautiful and lovely. And everything was going to come out of the oven on time. We were going to have, everything would be hot at the same time. And it would be a delightful, lovely, simple family meal for me and my husband and my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. Well, let's just say things didn't go quite according to plan. And despite the fact that we had done all of the calculations for the timing, we had even, like both my husband and I had gone over the recipe for doing an overnight, cooking a turkey upside down and overnight, and had followed the directions to a T, and I've done it before successfully. Somehow, things didn't quite turn out the way I was expecting them to. And basically, after 11 hours of cooking the turkey, when I finally went to carve it after it had been sitting for a while and resting, I discovered that the turkey wasn't finished. Like, that it was definitely, the juices were still running quite pink, and the bones were really stiff to cut into, and I was like, oh dear. And then the sides weren't quite warm enough, and everything was kind of like not quite right. So we ended up basically having a lukewarm meal where all kinds of different parts of it were coming out staggered and at different times. So instead of having this feast, you know, American style feast on the table that everybody gets to eat all at the same time, it was like one thing, then another thing, then another thing. And at the end of it, my husband and I were both just like, what happened? Because the thing is, we had planned, we had anticipated, we had troubleshot, we had thought about stuff. The one thing we didn't take into consideration was that we could have an oven malfunction. That basically the way my oven was working was a little bit different than what I was used to. And because I'm so used to my oven working in a particular way, it didn't even dawn on me that this could happen until all of a sudden it's Thanksgiving and it's not working the way I planned it to. So what's the lesson in this? I think in some ways, there's a lot of lessons in this. One lesson for me is sometimes, even when you plan, even when you prepare, even when you try, even when you have an idea of how everything is going to turn out, it can still end up not going the way you expect because there are factors outside of our control that change the circumstances and make it go in a wonky way. And with that, we can choose to respond in a number of different ways. But we can beat ourselves up for it. We can take responsibility for stuff that actually isn't our responsibility. We can feel upset and guilty and feel distressed about it. Or we can look at it and go, oops, epic fail. That was actually kind of funny because everything we tried to do didn't really work. And that's where I really see the gift in this is that I get to decide, am I going to basically be like, this was the year Jennifer ruined Thanksgiving? Or is it going to be, wow, despite every single effort and my best attempt at planning everything and thinking it all through, sometimes shit still happens. So I'm opting for the sometimes shit still happens, and as my coach will sometimes say, Jennifer, no baby seals died in this. So my question to you right now is, when it comes to things not going in the way you expect them to, when you experience something that is a flop, do you tend to look at it and find the places where you can be blaming yourself, or will you give yourself a pass? Will you find the humor in it? Can you let yourself off the hook, particularly for stuff that really is outside of your control? So I would love to hear what you have to say. And if you had some kind of flop for Thanksgiving and you want to share it with me, I would love to hear about that. So please leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, I'm wishing you peace. I am wishing you ease. And I am hoping that if you had as much of a disaster with your turkey as I had with mine, that you were able to right the ship hopefully as well, if not better than I did. So in the meantime, I just wanted to mention to you that I've created a very special holiday guide for highly sensitive and empathic people, and with all kinds of tips and tools and support for getting through the holiday season without totally losing it. And so if you're interested in signing up for this, it's totally free. All you have to do is go to Holiday Help for Empaths. That's Holiday Help for FOR empaths.com, and you can sign up and get the guide, and also you can opt in to be part of the empathic safety mini course too. So go over to holidayhelpforempaths.com, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful time, and happy holidays. Peace.